Good afternoon, everyone. It's good to see you here once again on Dee's Delights. Today is another quick recipe. We're going to make spaghetti pizza. And this lady who gave this recipe, she has a children's preschool, and she says the children absolutely love it. So if you have some finicky eaters, this might be the recipe for you. I personally, as an adult, I'm sure will love spaghetti pizza. So for today's recipe, you will need to preheat your oven to 425, which I have already done. You will bring a pot of lightly salted water to a boil, and we are going to get half a pack of spaghetti. It calls for 8 ounces. So we're going to do that in 2-inch pieces. We're going to break it up, and that water's already boiling. So I'm going to guess I'm going to get maybe that size. That's a little bit bigger than 2-inch. So mine's ready to go into the pot for about 8 minutes. So you're going to need 1 8-ounce package of spaghetti broken into 2-inch pieces, 1 egg beaten, 1/4 cup milk, 2 cups shredded mozzarella cheese, and we're going to divide that, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon garlic salt, 1 16-ounce jar of spaghetti sauce, 1 teaspoon dried oregano, 1/4 teaspoon dried basil, and 4 ounces of pepperoni sausage. So we are cooking the spaghetti right now. I'm going to get ready to combine egg, milk, and half cup of mozzarella cheese. So I like cheese. I'm going to put a little bit more in here. This is 2 cups shredded, which 2 cups shredded is equivalent to an 8-ounce block. If you cut it yourself, usually at the store it's going to show you how many cups are in the bag. I'm also going to grease this pan so we're ready whenever I need to lay stuff in there, and I'll get my spaghetti chunks out of there. I'm going to get the 4 ounces of pepperoni measured out before we beat up the egg. Perfect again. Look at that. I was going to put this one on. I don't need to. Right on 4. Uh-oh. Went down to 3.9. Let's see here. 4.0. Perfect. Put that aside. Beat up my egg. Combine egg and milk. Salt. 1/4 teaspoon salt and 1/4 teaspoon garlic salt. Well, I have garlic powder. I don't have garlic salt. It says if you have garlic powder and you need to convert it to garlic salt, just use it the ratio of 3 to 1. So 4 parts, 3 parts salt, 1 part garlic powder. I'll mix that up first, then I'm going to put the half cup of mozzarella cheese in there. Really, if you pat that down, that's going to be about half a cup. Now I have, this is a 24-ounce jar, so I'm going to have to measure out about 2 cups of that. Okay, now we're stirring in the cooked spaghetti, which is half of a 16-ounce box. Spread mixture into prepared baking dish. Bake in preheated oven for 15 minutes. Interesting. So we're going to do this in 2 parts. So we are going to put this in the 9x13 greased pan. And I should have made my spaghetti closer to 2 inches. But 3 would be fine. This would be like the dough, the pizza dough. I like that idea. I like it. Okay, so we're putting it in the oven, and we're going to bake it for 15 minutes at 425, and then after that we're going to reduce it. So I will be back in about 15 minutes, and we will spread the toppings, the spaghetti sauce, the pepperonis, the cheese, a few little seasonings, and then we'll have one fantastic meal for dinner. Should I make Doug rolls? Do you need rolls with spaghetti? I think I will. I think I'll make them some rolls. I'll do that here and while I eat pepperonis. The spaghetti is almost done baking. So we're gonna go to step 5. First, we're gonna remove it from the oven, but when we do, we're gonna change the temperature from 425 to 350. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of like a harder base. Spaghetti cooked firmly. Looks like the cheese and eggs have kind of risen. So let's spread the spaghetti sauce over it. We have 16 ounces of spaghetti sauce right here. I use Prego. I've always loved Prego. What did I do? Yes. I got Prego, tomato, basil, garlic. And that's kind of good because I don't have any basil and it calls for a little bit of basil. So my basil will be right in with the spaghetti sauce. I'm going to spread that over it. I'm excited about this. I hope you guys are too. Watch us hate it. You know, kids love it. We'll probably think, ugh. It says next, sprinkle with oregano and basil. Well, I don't have any basil, so I just did a little over a teaspoon of oregano. And you know what? I'm going to put that in my fingers first, so I have a little bit better control over sprinkling. Then it says top with the remaining cheese. Remember, I put a little extra cheese on here. I love cheese. There's nothing, I can't even speak. There's nothing worse than having frozen pizza come with like just little bits of cheese on it. Who wants that? So I used about 3 cups total in this recipe. Look, we got a buttload of pepperoni here. What is a buttload? I'd have to look that up. Whoever came up with that. That just means we got a lot. Was that professional to say buttload? I'm sorry, folks. I shouldn't have said that. We have a lot of pepperonis here. Not a buttload. And remember, you just took this out of the oven, so you're going to need your mitts to put it back in. It's ready to go back in for another 30 minutes at 350 degrees. Hi, Mr. Miller.
Hi. Okay.
Here is the spaghetti pizza. Woo! Oh my Lord, I'm so sorry. That looks extra, extra good. What do you think there, Douglas?
Looks wonderful.
It does.
Looks like heartburn on a plate.
Heartburn on a plate. And who doesn't like heartburn on a plate? Biscuits will just even make it all the better. What's your thoughts? Does it taste like spaghetti with pepperoni and cheese on it?
Yeah.
There's eggs in there
That's
too.
as good as spaghetti.
That's as good as spaghetti. To me, it's delicious. Now I don't know whether I'll like it as much the second time around, but you know, one thing with that, it's just spaghetti on the bottom.
It's good.
It's delicious. What would you rate it? Because you're not as big of a spaghetti pizza fan, so what would you rate it? Me, I'm gonna rate it a 9. I love it.
A 9.
A 9, yes. Tell me honestly what you would rate it.
It tastes good, but it's simple. I mean, it's...
Well, yeah, that's what it is. It's simple. You don't want hard recipes. People need to get in and out of the kitchen in no time.
Give it a 7.
A 7? A 7. Come on, folks. Look at this. Look at this right here. That's worthy of a 9 rating.
It's very good, and apparently it's simple to make.
Thanks for joining us once again here on Dee's Delights for a delicious but simple meal. Thanks for joining us once again here on Dee's Delight for a very simple but very tasty meal, right, Doug?
Right.
Have a great week, everyone. might want a biscuit that's not deformed.